What's up, everybody? Chris Gault here. I am the author of My Journey to the Fountain of Youth, and it's a book you can get on Amazon that has a lot of great tips on how to look and feel as young as possible. And today I'm going to talk about what you should do before and after a workout. So as you know, I have put out videos on resistance training. I put up videos on running and cardio and yoga, and this is what I would suggest that you do before and after the exercises. So because you need to warm up before, and you need to cool down after. And basically there's a difference between the stretches, and I'm going to show you all this, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay, so there's different types of stretching, and this is what I would suggest that you do before and after an exercise routine. So let's say you're going to do a chest routine. So you want to warm up before you do that chest routine, or it could be any routine. Let's say you're running. You want to warm up before you run because you just don't want to run on or work out on cold muscles. Even if you're doing HIIT, you want to make sure that you do something before to get loosened up. And to loosen up, it's better not to do what we call static stretching. So there's static stretching, and then there's dynamic stretching. Another name for dynamic stretching is ballistic stretching. So basically this is stretching that you're moving the body, because it's really hard when you're first working out. Before you work out, you don't want to do static stretching where you're really stretching out cold muscles. What you want to do is you want to warm those muscles up first, and to warm them up you got to move, and that's what ballistic or dynamic stretching means. It means to move the muscles while you're stretching them, as opposed to just stretching them out. So I'm just going to do a few of the moves that I like the best before I warm up, and then I'm going to show you what I do after the workout. That's when I would do the more static stretches, because the muscles are already loose, and then you could just stretch them out. So first thing I like to do before a workout, I'm going to back up a little bit, is just basic run in place. And what that does is gets the blood flowing, gets the muscles moving. And so it's like this. And so what you're going to do is just going to do this for a few moments, and it's just going to get you nice and warmed up. You know, it doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't, you're not sprinting, you're not doing a race or anything, you're just warming up the muscles. Then what you want to do after you do that is you just want to get the whole body and more of the body, upper body involved too. So we're going to do some jumping jacks. So you just kind of do that. So you're going to do a few of those. Then what I like to do is I like to stretch out and warm up the shoulders, because the shoulders move all around, and they're typically, if someone gets hurt, a lot of times it's the shoulders. So what I like to do is a thing called swimmers. I'll show you from the front, and then I'll show you from the side. But basically, you just bend over and you kind of act like you're swimming. You're going to do that a little while, and I'll show you from the side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to reverse it, like you're swimming in the pool backwards, like backstroke. And what that does is it just really loosens up the shoulders. And then what I like to do is just basic chest huggers, they're called. This really just loosens up everything up top. And then typically when I do this, I'm ready for working out with the weights, unless I'm doing legs. And if I'm running or doing something more cardio, then I'm going to do one last thing, and that is I got to back up a little bit, but I call them calf jumps. I'm not sure what you would call them, but you're basically just jumping up and down. You're on your toes doing this, not going crazy, just nice and easy. And what that's going to do is going to loosen up your calves before you go for a run, or before you start hitting the legs with the weights or a HIIT routine, because that's really going to start using your legs and your whole body. So before you do HIIT, before you run, before you do a leg workout with resistance, I would add that calf jumps. If you're just doing resistance on your upper body, you probably can leave that one out. So after that, you're great. You can do the workout. You should be in great shape. It will help you get injured less because you're going to be warmed up before you do your activity, and that way you're not, lifting or doing your activity with really tight muscles, especially in the morning and when you first wake up. Okay, so now after the workout, so this is where static stretching can really come in to keep your muscles nice and stretched, because what's going to happen after you work out is your muscles are going to start tightening up. And this goes for resistance training, it goes for cardio, so you need to do it for both. Yoga, obviously, you're already doing all the stretches, so you don't have to do any of this stuff for yoga. Yoga will get you there, before and after the yoga routine. They'll get you all stretched out, so you don't have to worry about this routine for yoga. But for the other two types, I would definitely do it for. So the first one I like the best, everyone knows it. It's basically touching your toes. We did it when we were a kid, but it's called the forward fold. I kind of like to do it more yoga style. You kind of get in the mountain pose, and then you kind of come down, and you come down as far as you can. You keep your knees slightly bent, and that way you're not going to hurt your knees, because that's the one thing you don't want to do. This is stretching. This is not. You're not trying to do anything crazy. You're not trying to break a world record in your stretch. It should be gentle. You want to feel a little bit of resistance there, so you'll feel a little bit of pain, but you don't want to feel any real pain, because that's just going to get you hurt. So you just want to do it gently, and if you keep doing it, you'll get better and better at it. Next one is your basic quad stretch. So that was the hamstring. When you bend into the forward fold, you're really stretching out your hamstrings. Now we're going to stretch out the quads. I typically like to just balance and do it, but if you can't, you can always hold on to something. You're just going to grab one. And what you want to do is keep your leg as straight as possible. You don't want to get up here. You don't want it back here. That's not going to do it. You want to keep it in as close as possible. And you're just going to hold it there for a little while. And then I'm going to fall down. Shows you I don't have that much balance. And then you're going to do the other side. So you're going to hold it. Same thing. You got to get your balance though. And the more you keep your legs kind of together, the more you're going to feel that stretch, and it feels really, really good when you do it. So I would highly recommend doing those, and that time I didn't fall down. The next one then is now I'm going to work on the upper body, so I'll get a little closer. I like to work out, since the shoulders hurt more than just about any other body part, I like to do the shoulder stretch. So it's basically, you want to keep your arm about as straight as possible, and you get it underneath. You want to drop your shoulder down though, you don't want to hunch it up. Drop your shoulder down and just keep your arm straight, and just, if you pull this is, if you put it here and you really pull, it's really going to stretch out that shoulder. And all these should feel pretty good after your workout. They shouldn't hurt. So if it hurts, then, back off a little bit. Then you're going to do the other side. You're going to stretch that one. And again, that's going to feel really good. You can see it from the side, how it looks. Show you the different angles, and that's just a great stretch. Next thing I'm going to do is a tricep and a lat stretch. I like to do these two at the same time. Your lats are right here, especially if you're doing a back exercise. You want a routine. You want to get those stretched out. Also, your triceps are back here on the back part of your arm. So the first thing I do is you want to put your hand in the center of your back. And you are going to grab your elbow, and you're going to pull, and then to get the lat stretch, you're just going to also maybe put your feet together. You're going to just bend to the side, and that way you're getting your triceps all the way down to your lats. And I have to say that feels great. And then you're going to do the other side. And if you do this, it just really, really feels good. And it really stretches out the whole body there. And then the last one I like to do is called chest openers. Which is basically going to take your hands and collapse them behind your back. So it looks like that. And then you're going to just bend and look up. And you really want to bend your back and open up the chest. That feels great. Okay, so if you do that, you do those exercises before and after an exercise routine, believe me, you're going to reduce your chance of getting injured, and you're just going to feel great afterwards. So I would highly recommend it. And until the next video, I will see you. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button, and also please subscribe and click on the notification button to get all this great content that's coming up every week. Thank you.